hit record. Mama Jalul is under the weather. So I am going to the call. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So happy Sunday. Happy Valentine's Day. Excited to be leading this call. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have all of our numbers ready that as far as child and as far as you peeps. And so that way we're going to share what those are. We're also going to share some really awesome takeaways from the STS from yesterday. So I'm really excited to hear the shares. I know we shared on the Voxer, so if there's additional shares, different shares, that would be amazing to hear. So who wants to go first? STS shares.
You want numbers for the week or for the month?
For the month.
Of February? Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to go to SDS share? I'll share first, I guess. So, okay. So SDS was super amazing yesterday. I shared a lot on the Voxer, but it really just, it hit down deep. It's amazing how much you can connect to people at different levels that you're at in your business and the space that you're in. What I didn't share on the Voxer yesterday was I tried to really listen from a place of a leadership of, what am I taking in and what can I teach out? And I've said that before, and I don't really think I have listened from that space. And yesterday there was a shift in my brain that actually allowed me to listen from that space. And sitting next to Chelsea, who is so excited to do this business and is just on fire already. It was just absorbing what was said on stage from that space was amazing. And it really just hit me in a place of, the key thing that hit me was, who is the person that I need to become to have, the people around me that have said no to say yes. And, and I'm excited to see who that person is going to be. And, a couple of the things that I wrote down yesterday was, follow the leader and learn to lead, develop leaders and show others by actions, keeping it fun, simple, and magic. And it can be so complicated and it can be so scary. I asked Layla, I said, is it normal that I'm scared right now and I'm excited at the same time? And then I was like, don't let me F this up. I don't want to be, I just want to continue going and hitting the gas pedal. So I'm excited to do that. And then, so my numbers for the month so far is I'm at 2131. I have 4 HMPs. I had 5 trials out last week. I have 7 trials out this week, and I already have 3 trials for next week. I have 4 orders that we're supposed to go in already. They just haven't paid yet. So those, hopefully I can get them in by the end of today. So that way I can meet the declaration that I made on Friday that I'm hitting the 2,500 before the end of this weekend. I also have 2 HMP potentials for next week. They're going to be on the HOM on Tuesday and online. And then what I took on is really writing out the events on my calendar for each day. So I have 2 people coming for Fit Club out at the Motor on Tuesday. I have 1 person confirmed for our local Fit Club. I don't have anybody yet for Thursday. And I have 2 people on HOM. So those are my numbers for next week.
Woo!
Damn, Yanni, killing it.
I
We gotta go after Yanni.
Yeah, it'd be better that way. Be better that way. Just breathe through it. Just be in it. Layla is sharing a chat. I was very present in momentum happening on our team and with Redondo and the motor offices, everyone who was on stage as Active World Team Get. I pictured you all up there at upcoming events with these new pins. So as far as our numbers are concerned, or no, shares first. Shares first. My bad. So takeaways. My biggest takeaway from the STS this week, it was, Yanni, similar how you were listening from a leadership ear. I was listening from a brand new member ear. I was like taking pictures of the marketing plan and of the marketing plan, both the one that was drawn out and the actual one on the screen, and just really being in that space of, like you said, simple and magical. And I feel like that over the past, I'd say 6 months, I've allowed everything to become way too complicated. And though one of the key messages was people will work hard and not think hard, I was working soft and overthinking, which doesn't go together either. So my biggest takeaway then from that is you can't have what you refuse to build. So I was sharing with Layla yesterday in the text message that for me personally, it was all about just hitting the restart button. Part of that, we restarted our fit clubs. We are no longer in a facility. We're back on the beach with free workouts. So really excited about that and just rebuilding everything from scratch. Like I said, just reset button. Today I went to Starbucks to do a wellness profile, something I probably haven't done in too long. So do have one new trial for this week, so I'm excited about that. So I'm acting like the brand new member all over again, which is a lot of fun. So sure. Alicia wants to share. I was going to share, I do have a HMP that is scheduled for this week. As soon as she gets her tax return, she was a trial from January that started a full program, and she called me last week and said she wanted to order the ultimate. She was shopping on our website, and I said, I've got a better idea. How about get your membership? So she's excited to do that, and I'm excited for her to do that. Now Alicia's going to share.
So yeah, yesterday's STS, I can definitely say I was in the same mindset in terms of showing up kind of with the beginner's mindset, showing up without any guests, without any coaches in the room. I shared with Yo before the STS, I'm like, I feel a certain type of way. I didn't get any confirmations. Nobody's coming. And he's like, it is what it is, and
I said, we're going.
So just kind of showing up, just really open, and my intention for the day was to be present. And really listening from a space of just being that new member, embracing that new excitement, rather than going in with, my past baggage of I've done this, I've tried that. And some of my key takeaways were small changes eventually add up to huge results. That was a huge one for me. And then I think it's been mentioned, I think Yanni mentioned it, to develop leaders, show them the action, and show up differently and things will happen. And as Yo mentioned, it's like I feel like we haven't been showing up 100% for our business, which in the end, we haven't been showing up 100% for the team, for our team. So just really hitting the reset button. And I had a similar conversation with Layla throughout this week, and even with Noemi. It's just really we're starting fresh with our business, which is exciting, and we're ready to build our new Fit Club, which, as Yo mentioned, we're now at the beach twice a week, which I'm looking forward to. We were kind of in a gray area for a little bit. It wasn't comfortable for me, but now that we know exactly what we're doing, I'm excited. And actually, Kimberly Carter, she's down here in Long Beach. She kind of hasn't been around for a little bit, and she's been plugging in since JKO. She's building with us now, and I'm excited to have a new local accountability partner for invites, because that's something that I really get to focus on is new. Right now, I feel like our current client base is kind of maxed out with referrals. Our circle of influence is kind of maxed out, so we're really just literally starting fresh. So with that, our volume is at 347. It's 347. I have one possible H&P. She was a 5-day Eat Clean Challenger, turned into a full retail client. It's been spending a long time with her. She's here in Long Beach. Her boyfriend's been dipping into her stash. And so I talked to her about getting registered so that they both can be on their programs at discount for the one household, and she's excited about that. So looking forward to connecting with her. She'll be coming to our Tuesday night fit club and hopefully having an H&P. So yeah, focus is new. What other? I don't have any trial packs out this week. What else did Yanni say? She said her confirmations for Fit Club. I don't have any new confirmed for Fit Club. And that's
the night is young.
The end. Yeah, the end. I'm going to pass it off before I just keep going.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, the night is young, and you just got to keep kicking some butt and keep harassing people. Listen, people, get your butt to Fit Club. All right, who's next? Ryan Trujillo.
I'll go next. One, thank you, Alicia and Yo, for being honest and vulnerable. I think I'm most likely probably there. Not most likely. I'm there with you guys. So it's like you're not alone. Don't feel like you guys are the only ones. You know, last month was the first month I didn't hit my 2,500 in 3 years. So it's kind of like, yeah, yo, that face. Yes. So it's kind of like, I know, it kind of sucks because the last day I had my car accident and I was like going to really, really try to push those last few days. And I'm like, no, obviously this is happening for a reason. Like sometimes you need to, fall, you need to crash, whatever, just to reset, kind of shake yourselves. And one of the shares that I said on the Voxer, and I'm going to reiterate it right now, is what Samson said. I was standing there next to Samson, and he was like, man, it's crazy. I'm really glad you're all right. I was like, yeah, man, thank you. He was like, it was a sign. And I was like, yeah, I know. It's like a sign. There's bigger things for me. He's like, I'm protected. He's like, yeah, that too. But he's like, it's a sign for you to work your ass off. He's like, get your ass to work. That's what he said it is. He was talking about how Monica had that accident and kind of changed her life. But he was like, yeah, it's cool. Everything, yeah, you're protected. Yeah, but maybe it's a sign that you need to get your ass moving. So I was like, okay. Yeah. I was like, I received that, and I was like, honestly, it's true. And I've been complacent in certain things and haven't been my best self. But we get to press that reset button. We get to move forward, and with taking that into account, what KO said, it was some of the stuff that Yanni was sharing. Is like, who do I need to become to get back to that level, and get to work. What I really took hold of is like when he told us to write down the 5 people that are not in the business or were in the business, or we would love to be in the business. And then who do I have to become to get them back in, or who do I have to get them to attract them? And I wrote down a few people. One of the people being, some of you guys may not know, Brandon, who's out in Oklahoma. He was actually a second line to me. And my first line, he stopped doing the business. He said he wasn't going to do if it fits your macros, that he didn't need the product. So he's out the business. So Brandon's now my front line. Brandon's been going through his stuff. It's kind of hard to, keep him plugged in because he's in Oklahoma. And like, I just reached out to him and I told him, I was like, yo, I'm going to take this. I didn't do the best job that I could do, setting you up for success, helping you, making sure that you have all the tools that you need to be successful. I was like, but if you're down for some reason, I feel like, something inside of me is telling me that we need to get you back in. And now he's excited. He's plugged in. I had him like post 5-day. He's going to do a 5-day, even though he has his ID. So I'm excited for that. I talked to my brother yesterday when I got home. I told him, I was like, I don't care what you're doing. March 12th, you're not working. You're coming with me to SDS. So I was like, I don't care. You're coming. He's like, oh, I got to get out. I was like, I don't care. You're coming. And I'm excited to do that also with some of my best friends that I've lost contact with, because in actuality is like, you guys are my best friends, but we have best friends from outside of here too that, you know, we get to bring in and we get to become better. So that's some of my shares from SDS that I'm excited to get my ass working, as Samson said. And my numbers right now, I'm at 598 volume points. I have 1 HMP so far. That's Vera. And I talked to Vera, and she's excited because her sister and her mother are going to order and start on their plans tonight, and she's reordering her product too. So she's going to be pretty close, if not at senior consultant, by the end of tonight. So I'm excited for that. And I was like, yeah, you know, if you get 500 volume points, you know, you're senior consultant 35. She's like, I know, I'm going to be pretty close. So I was like, oh, okay, all right, you know, that's great. And 2 HMPs in the work, definitely for next week. One went out of town, so I'm excited when he comes back. He's actually one of my clients at the gym. Actually, both of them are clients at Crunch, and they're both on nutrition plans. So I'm excited to talk to them even more about getting them signing up for their HMPs. Trials, I have 4 out the first week, none this past week, 3 so far this week, and I have to talk to a few more people, some people that Brandon actually had respond on his post I made him make today. So I'm excited to reach in that, and also reach out to a few other people that had liked Vera stuff. So just keep digging. Like you guys said, it doesn't matter what we're doing in the past. It doesn't matter whether we did high volume, low volume. It's what we get to do right now. We can change it like this. Like Layla told that story about that lady that went from world team to pres team in 12 months. That's possible. It's just because we get to work. So I'm gonna leave you what Samson said. Let's get our ass to work. That's my shit.
Nice. Joe, go for it.
Thank you. So a few other takeaways aside from what I shared on the Voxer yesterday. I think from World Team School, one of the first questions he's like, ask yourself, are you working? Or, you know, every morning ask yourself, am I working? And that's something I need to take on. And honestly, I'm not working as hard as I know I can and that I need to be where I want to be. And it's kind of, in my situation, like I flew in the very beginning, you know, without really I was just getting referrals all the time, you know, and so I did well that way. But now that's kind of like in Alicia's share, that's all exhausted. And now I don't know what to do, you know, and so everything's new. And sorry, I don't mean to be this way, but, you know, I had some coaches and stuff, and it's like very overwhelming right now because I'm still learning how to be a leader. You know, Layla hit on that point yesterday when she was sharing her takeaways, like you follow the leader and then, you know, you learn from the leader and then you become the leader. I'm like learning all of that right now. So it's challenging for me, but I know that I'll get through it. You know, it's just a very different space for me right now because I'm learning. But I want to just go. So let's see. And then it's cool because lately our org has definitely been talking about value. And so when KO talked about that yesterday, you know, it's just another affirmation of like, our org is already one step ahead, you know. And so he said, pay attention and attention will pay you. So it's time for me to really give value back. And I love how he broke it down and gave the 4 steps of increasing value and stuff like that. And though we say these things every day, I don't do them, you know, setting goals and mentorship and having a plan and then going to action. Like these things are repeated all the time. And I'm just like, yes, but I never do it. So, you know, yesterday it was an eye opener and like, you know, like a wake up call for me. Like I just need to go or I'm going to lose the momentum. Like I feel it already. I know it's still there, but I feel like I'm just going to lose it if I don't just go. What else was there? Demand more from yourself than others would expect. I love that he said that. And I need to do that. I'm like kicking myself in the butt. I'm very hard on myself. I just need to go. I keep talking about it. That's my problem. But yesterday was just like, Joe, you need to just go. Like, shut up. Stop making excuses. We all know you're all over the place and you travel. You don't have a local place. But anyone and everyone can do this. So you just need to find your own way. He hit on the point, build wide, build deep, connect with your people, develop relationships. And I need to do that with my coaches right now. They're doing well, but I know I haven't been connecting with them like I know I can be. So in terms of my numbers right now, I'm at 1080 volume points. I have 1 HMP. I've had 4 frontline challengers so far, 0 this week. My team has had at least 10 downline challengers. I have to confirm with Bernie, though, because she's been having challenges, too. So she's been kind of in and out of things. I'm excited to go to the NORCAT STS at the end of February. That lady, Ryan, that you were talking about, that she hit press team in 12 months. She's going to be there, so I'm excited for that. And I'm going to be in the Bay the next 2 weeks, so I can really rally up my friends and family there and my team there and my clients there to try to go. I have 1 pending, 1 frontline, 1 pending frontline going, and I'm excited to grow the number of people that I could bring with me. Yeah, that's my share.
You're awesome, Joe. We love you to pieces. You're going to do amazing. You have that drive. So, I mean, just like real quick, when last week I didn't have any trials, so it's like, it's scary. And then all of a sudden everything just happens and just keeps going, and you're going to do amazing. All right. Michael said he's going next.
What up, y'all? So my takeaways, excuse me, from STS yesterday was one to build my core 5. I heard that and I was like, that's awesome. I mean, who wouldn't want to have their best friends in the business doing it with them? To build wide and deep and connect with their people. And also to, as far as building deep, is don't forget that it's not necessarily going to be the person that brings you into the business that might be the person that takes off. It might be the person that they brought in. So continue to keep building deep relationships with everyone. Who do I need to become before everyone to say yes? And who do I need to become before I attract all the people that I desire to have into my business? The next thing is don't change what your mentors told you. Who am I constantly around? Being like, am I around people whom I like have something that I want? Or am I around people who are in the same space as me, or they are not trying to grow, And then number 6 is you can't have what you refuse to build. The more action you take, the more knowledge you obtain. I heard that and I was like, wow, you stop refusing to build things. Stop doubting yourself. Stop beating yourself up. And then one of the key quotes that I saw yesterday that really hit home was, I think Yanni mentioned it too, was small changes eventually add up to huge results. So what small changes am I going to take within myself to make those results end up becoming bigger? And make sure that I'm duplicating myself. So duplicating myself is and always doing something with someone. So someone in my downline, someone in my team, make sure that I'm consistently building that relationship, and then continue to keep falling in love with personal development, because that's what's going to help me build up those habits that I need to build to become better. As of right now, and Yanni, please let me know if I'm missing any of the numbers. My personal volume is 794.23. I have 2 possible HMPs, just waiting for one of them to get back from vacation. And the other one, I know she was going through some stuff this weekend with her son and her husband. I have 0 trials out for this week. However, I have 4 guests confirmed for Tuesday. 1 confirmed for yoga, and then one guest so far confirmed for Tuesday. And I know myself is like the reason I haven't been working as hard as I could, allowing for my emotions to get the best of me, allowing for, I'll say, because I know I've been at this confronting stage before, because I've had people fall in and out of my personal volume, and I've had people transition into being supervisors, and which is amazing. And it's like, oh my gosh, I have to get to work again. The lessons I'm learning from it is to continue not to continue to keep putting myself in the same situation and shooting myself in the foot. So remembering who I have coming, who do I have coming up the pipeline, always replacing somebody, regardless if they're moving up, instead of waiting to the last minute to try and work my butt off to, oh my gosh, okay, well, I really got to work harder now because I can't rely on that volume, so I have to rely on me. So making things easier on myself instead of stretching and leveraging my time better. So that's where I'm at. I know what I have to do. Not doing any talking anymore. Just gonna continue to keep working.
Yay! All right, who's next? Aaron.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean Aaron. Who's going?
I'll go. Well, I was having some technical difficulties earlier, so I know we're sharing basically everything from STS and numbers and what else?
That's it.
Okay. Well, my number one takeaway from STS is when I was in World Team School. It's funny, it was like the first couple minutes of KO when he started doing World Team School, and he talked about in his section writing down your goals every day. That was super powerful. It's just to, it's like you write them down, and they're great. That's a list of, it's just like a list of what you want to accomplish. But writing them down every day, like re-energizing yourself, getting the feeling, getting the emotion behind it, getting the vision behind it, because that's how I know how I am. I'm really, really visionary. I think it's just kind of how I grew up, and that's just how my brain works. So, like in pictures. So I feel like that was a really key thing, and I'm going to implement it already. I was just writing their goals every day to kind of get recentered. And one other thing, I don't know if anybody else touched on it, but he broke down, for everything that we want to do, it's just finding the key. And the key to doing that, to reaching all our goals, is broken down as keep educating yourself. And that was I thought that was super powerful. Everything that we keep learning, it's just always constantly be open to it and keep learning. And it made me also take everything that's been going on the last 6-9 months or whatever, everything with the trials and the ratios and all this stuff. And every time anything has been confronting, and it just made me realize one thing just coming out of STS. It didn't really have anything to do with STS. It just made me kind of just realize where I was at with all that stuff. It's just and everybody, but me personally, I am unique. And the way I work the business is the way, is who people are going to attract. So being authentic, taking everything that we're doing and applying it and making it, it's like the main course dinner, and it's like putting your own seasoning on it. It's like you like the food is great, but you want to make it palatable for you. And I feel like that's the main thing that I'm taking on. I think it's been fun. I've been having a lot more fun. I know I'm competitive, so I got people on my team that are competitive. That's just what I'm attracted. And it's been fun. And that's something I've been taking on and working with some new people, some new coaches that are fired up. So everything's been. I feel like I'm in a really good space. I'm having fun. My volume right now is at 908.75. I didn't order anything yet. And volume should be going up again tonight. I don't know if we're talking about this or you guys even understand it, but rolling HMPs is 2, frontline HMPs for the month is 0. Rolling means in the 30-day window, like how much business is being generated in your downline. So with people also registering people that are on your team. Organization is 15, 19, 45. My trials this week are 7. 2 of those are frontline. And yeah, that's it.
All right, no, it's you.
Awesome. So from yesterday's STS, it's like similar to what some of you guys said. It's like, who do I get to grow into before the next pin change? What do I get to do? And how much more work do I get to put in before earning the next pin change? You know, definitely was thinking like, okay, am I putting in enough work? Am I doing enough? Am I supporting my coaches enough? Am I supporting my clients enough? And there's always room for more. There's always room for more work. And that's what I'm going to focus on the remaining of this month. Definitely feeling the pressure of hitting this 5K this month. Today I went to Fit Club, and there's like, for example, Anthony and Parker, for you guys that you guys know them, they're like, hey, you're about to hit Active World Team. So there's that pressure, you know, but it's awesome because it pushes me even more. Like, I appreciate that. Anthony was just asking me like how my org finished at, I want to say 69 last month. So he's just was asking me like hundreds of questions, which made it even more clear to me how I was able to do that and how I get to continue to duplicate that with more frontline. So definitely continuing to build wide, because it's the only way that the volume will become stable and not have to struggle to build my volume at a constant rate, and stop wondering how I'm going to hit my 25. And I mean, just being able to answer all the questions that I was answering for him, it all starts with trial packs. That's, you know, we have the foundation, we have the steps to how to become successful in this business, and we just get to go to work. As Layla said yesterday at Post, you know, that's all it is, the work. We are a part of the best organization that I know of, and it is so easy for us to chill. I think it's very easy for us to, like Mike said, be complacent. Ryan said be complacent, and I've never been that person, and I am ready to step into earning my next pin and continuing to duplicate what I've duplicated with Venus and Julie and Jeanette, just supporting everyone that comes as a challenger and giving them as much value as possible. And that happens through building relationships, building really close relationships with everyone at every single line. I have my current volume right now stands at 654. Some of my girls have more than I do at the moment, and I'm not okay with that. Yes, it's awesome for my org, but I get to lead from the front, and I get to work my ass off to lead from the front, as Layla has done many, many times in the past. You know, we learn from our mentors, and we get to mimic them as best as possible to continue to grow and to continue to build awesome leaders. Last week I had 3 trial packs. This week I have 3 as well. Not okay with that. I get to have 5+ every single week. Once again, lead from the front. Our team won't do what we aren't doing, and we can't expect them to do what we aren't doing. So really excited to just, you know, step into the greatness that I know that's within me, and to show my team members that there's greatness within them that they get to step into also. Because any doubts, any thoughts that's going through our minds, whether we express them or not, our team members, it will show in our team members one way or another. you know, and I tell them that all the time, and I get to also check myself. So, yeah, just really, really excited to grow into the person that will earn the next pen.
Nice, Noemi. That was a beautiful share. You know what's awesome about every single person's share on here, like, you know, having been to STSs over and over, and having heard the shares from before, and all of our shares, really, it's like the space that each and every one of our shares have come from today. It's like it's coming from a space of action. So everybody on here is in action. The shares they're methodical. So, you know, you took from the STS, we took from the STS, and we're like, okay, we're applying it to our businesses, to our people, and, you know, we know what that share, you know, and what those nuggets that we took and how we get to apply them. So it was definitely, all the shares were from a different space of, we took it and now we're applying it. We know where we need to change up in our businesses and how we need to, you know, course correct ourselves, and, you know, not waiting, like, you know, Mike said, to the last minute, and kind of forecasting our businesses and saying, okay, you know, these people hit supervisor, you know, we need to replace them. So it's not like, oh crap, it's the end of the month, you know, now what? It's now, you know, the application is amazing, and the execution of what we're learning, you know, from our Wednesday calls, from the STSs, from the mentorship. And so it's really exciting to see that and to hear that, because when we vocalize that, it's something that is going to be implemented. And so, you know, and that's one thing that I'm loving about, you know, the Voxer groups and the our world team group, and, you know, to get team is, you know, we're forced to put those numbers out there and to actually see, okay, how are we going to create those numbers? And, you know, so what is it? So we know it's we have to fill Mondays, you know, so how are we going to fill Mondays? It's going to be those invites. It's going to be the, you know, social media, the referrals. It's going to be the getting the clients the best results and making sure we're connecting with the clients. And that's something that, you know, that I need to for sure even work on, because I get so, you know, oh my God, things are happening so fast. And, you know, sometimes I'm skipping steps, and, you know, Layla, you know, rings me in and says, don't skip those steps, because this is what's going to happen, and remember. And so it's taking in all this information, writing it down, declaring it out, and knowing the action steps that we need to take to create all the momentum that we need. And it's awesome, because we're not, you know, it's not something that's new. It's just something that we're hearing differently and applying now. So I'm really excited of everything that we got going on here. It's an amazing, amazing group, and we're going to soar. We're going to link arms. We are linking arms, and we are soaring. What does she say here? We have declarations to make for Monday. Wait, you mean for ourselves or for our peoples? So what are we doing for the rest of the month? I know that Layla wanted us to, and I think we could add a consequence if we don't hit. It all starts with trials packs. So making declarations for Monday and for the rest of actually the month. So what are we going to hit? So let's post in the Voxer group, in the, what are our declarations for Monday trial packs? Want to give me a little more than that? Like, so how many trial packs are we going to get?
Okay, so sorry guys, I'm just like coughing constantly. So I want us to have more accountability. So not Monday tomorrow, but the upcoming Monday. What are our declarations for trial packs, right? So I declare 5 for next Monday. Does that make sense?
Okay.
And so what we get to declare as a group is we all declare our number, we put it on the board, and when we come back next Sunday, we're not going to say, oh, we have 4 more hours, we're going to, do what we can, but we come next Sunday with the numbers that we have. And so we either have a reward or consequence. And what's that reward going to be? And what's that consequence going to be? Because the only way that we're going to really hit our goals, like I love what everyone's saying and it's awesome. And I hear you guys. And at the end of the day, all it is action. So we can talk all we want. We can talk about what we're going to talk about. We can talk about what we're going to do. But at the end of the day, are we really going to do it? So this is how we move up together. This is how we lock arms, is we hold each other accountable. And so let's pick a consequence. It means like I could get 10 for Monday, but if Mike gets 0 and he declared 5, then we're all doing a consequence. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I get it. Are we talking, we're going to split it up frontline or total?
Total.
Okay.
So if you even have 5 downline, cool. You got your 5 for Monday, but obviously we want to do frontline. But yeah, I think it's just going to bring a bigger sense of urgency to the game. Oh shoot, 100 burpees for everyone. Sure. Yep. See,
For real?
That's something I don't want to do.
There's 8 of us, right?
So, but that's what I'm talking about, is we hold each other accountable. We pick a consequence. And yeah, that person, like say if I'm the one that only got short and I made everybody do 100 burpees, you guys are not going to be happy with me, But that's the game we got to play, you guys. We got 5 months to extravaganza. We got to do this.
I agree with 100 burpees.
I love burpees. Let's do burpees. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Not 100 though.
Yes, burpees, because you don't want them. That's exactly why we're going to do them. I don't want them either, which is why I'm going to say
100 for everyone short, because if all of us get 4, that's 900 burpees.
So we're not right.
No, 900 burpees. Yes.
We keep each other
All right,
accountable.
900 burpees.
No one's gonna slip.
So in other words, we just get to keep each other accountable, myself included. So yeah, we just get to get our asses to work, like Layla said. That's all it is.
Well, in other words, it's what's it called? There's no option. That's
Right.
what Yo's trying to say. Basically, that's what I'm getting. Like, there's no option. We're all getting 5 for next Monday. So if you're already doing the math, like, oh, if we just miss 1, that means there's an option to miss 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, there's no option.
All right. So can somebody take notes and then post it in the thread? How many does everyone declare? I'm saying 5.
Everyone declared 5.
5.
5 and Mike declared 10.
Yeah, everyone on here, we did 5. Mike 10.
And I said 5 front line, 5 down line, not 10 front line.
That's still 10 is your number though.
Show 10.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I don't personally like.
Had it like this. So like this.
So you're saying 10 or 5?
Personal with 10. 5.
5? All right. 5 for everyone.
All right.
Wait, did Mike keep 10?
Nah, he went to 5.
Okay.
5. There's 2.
Ooh, it's 10 for Alicia and I. Shit.
You guys are doing 5 each, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Those already sweating over here.
Already. I'll be back. I gotta get out of the trial pack.
Hey, you better, if you get a trial pack today, you'd be like, oh, you're starting in a week.
You're damn right.
Damn straight.
Nobody's starting tomorrow. I got
Nope.
23 for next week, guys. What?
Stupid.
Awesome, you guys. I'm really proud of you guys.
Ooh,
So
I'm
if that's 5 people per person, that's how many total? 45?
50 people because there's 2 of them. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I
Yeah.
missed 9 of us. So you're right. 45.
And then Joe and Randall and
Steve,
Steve.
All right.
they'll probably declare 20.
I don't know.
No, 5 each as well. No. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 55.
That'll be 55.
55 for the group. Woo!
I got this.
Nice.
No problem. Got this.
Everybody a trial pack.
Everybody. You get a trial.
You get a trial pack. You get a trial pack. Everyone gets a trial pack.
Yo invites people over for dinner. Everyone, look underneath your seat.
Look underneath your seat. There's a trial pack.
Get the
That's $200 on the way out the door.
Yo's like, everyone over for breakfast. Where's breakfast? Underneath your seat.
All right. So, cool, Layla. Need anything else?
I'm great.
All right, guys. Let's go have an amazing call. Jason is calling me.
Jason called me too earlier.
Me too.
Yeah, he's freaking out right now.
Yeah, man. I don't know why.
All right, we'll call your boy and help him out, and Michael, and let's have an amazing call. Let's bring the energy.
We will.
Yep. Let's do this. Go.
You
Get it.
more. Feel better.